He asked Bill Belichick how he looked to him. He said, like an NFL quarterback. He throws the heck out of the ball. He's smart and he understands football. So he's getting his first look tonight. In-game action. Big arm. Big guy. Nice check down. Goes to Ridley. Fades losing yards.
Well, and there's a good example. Wasn't the knock on Mallett? Well, he's not very fast. He can't run around. Well, you don't always have to run around to buy time. Sometimes it's the little scooch in the pocket, and there was a nice job. His feet were kind of trapped, but he was still able to move his upper body and get his body back in position to throw. And that's Ridley so far receiving out of the backfield, 5 for 25.
And now throwing down Ryan Mallett, 3rd and 5. First down throw, and Taylor Price is on the way. Inside the 30 and down to the 25.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Zoe, how'd you like that timing getting that ball out of his hand?
That wasn't a laser, was it? I'm about 8 yards down from Tom Brady right here. And the second that ball went into Price's gut and his explosion down the sideline, Brady kind of woke up to start this second half. You know what? This kid's making some plays. As we said, going into this game, what are some of the things to look at? Somebody's got to step up as the 4th receiver on his football team. Maybe this kid can do it.
That was a nice little throw, too, by Mallett, because Price hadn't even come out of his break when that ball was zipping.
Ridley runs, gets that about the 27. Years at Arkansas.
Yeah, fairly pro style, at least pro style based, what Bobby Petrino does there. Taylor Price right now, no matter who the quarterback is, he's getting himself some yards when he catches them.
He was spotlighted at the outset of the game, and he has put up numbers. Mallett, deep drop after a good fake. Launches to the end zone.
Your ability, and you play with one of the best in the game, Randy, that ability to take that one step up, back, or to the side. I call it evadability. If you can make that first guy miss by that extra half second, running a 5.240, that doesn't matter one darn bit.
Throwing a catch to Jenkins. I don't think a lot of people are aware, Scott Zolak, that your dad actually coached Joe Montana in high school.
Bill Belichick loves to get players that had fathers as coaches. Ryan Mallett is one of those guys. And back to the Bobby Petrino point, at Arkansas, he ran a very complicated offense. Same thing at Louisville. From what I hear, it was of the Ron Earhart-based philosophy, meaning the same terminology, which, if that's the case, Ryan Mallett is way ahead of the curve if you don't have to come in and learn an entirely new offense.
And letting him go for it on 4th and 3 here too, guys.
From the shotgun, standing in, fires down, checking down under, first down, Patriots inside the 15-yard line. Cody Farnham makes the possession catch.
Watch just the eyes, the demeanor of this kid in the pocket. You know, that's a very confident quarterback. You know, he played some as a freshman at Michigan, ended up starting 2 years at Arkansas. He is a really well-seasoned football player.
4 of 5 for 65 yards. The one short pass play that Taylor Price broke for a 51-yard gain. Big play in this drive. Comes in low and incomplete.
Came over to Ryan Mallett about 10 yards out on the field, slapped him on the tail just to tell him, hey, look at that matchup that you had out there. You had a running back on a corner. We don't want that. Get back inside. And also, number 2, you've got to be aware of this clock. You could say it's the preseason. You could say, hey, this is a 14-2 team that's favored to do very well this year. But here we are in the 3rd quarter with a rookie quarterback and Bill Belichick coaching him up on the sideline.
2nd and 15. Tight end connection down close to the 10-yard line. They've got a nice complement of tight ends, the Patriots.
Well, they really do. And all of them except for Hernandez look like tackles.
Hard throw, ball caught. Yateman
Easier
again.
to fall forward on a lower catch.
Yeah, you know, put it down nice and low, let him get it, let him turn it upfield.
Brought to you by Subway, the official training restaurant of the New England Patriots. Rookie from Arkansas, tonight's fresh taste, fresh face. Brought to you by Subway.
And remember, we talked about evaluation, and you're getting really a nice chance in the first half and the second half to evaluate where this Patriot football team sits with their backup quarterbacks. Good hands in Hoyer, and it would appear pretty good hands.
Plays 67 yards. Best case scenario, it only took him 2 minutes and 8 seconds. That's bang bang stuff. Nice little flip right there at the end by Mallett to Ridley for the touchdown. You gotta like what you've seen so far out of these rookies, guys. I know that the defense has been somewhat vanilla, but offensively, it seems like they've gotten a little bit more exotic as the game has gone on.
Is this as good of a match between this organization, this situation, getting them around Brady as it would seem?
It really is, and you've got to have a guy like that, and not to say that there's anything wrong with Ryan Mallett, but go to a veteran team where you have strong character guys within that locker room. We've seen it with Corey Dillon. We've seen Randy Moss, how it turned out for 3 years.
He said if he went as a very high pick and went to a lesser team, he said he very well might be either a third stringer someplace or out of the league. He said he had learned a chance to develop. He played behind Bledsoe, learned from him.
Sorry, Don, but that was a laser.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, I know you guys are up in the booth. I'm down here. He had smoke on that one.
And he threw that down. There's the value of being 6'5" with long arms.
One of the problems with lasers, sometimes your guy skips off him. A penalty marker is down on the return. That's the second hit by a Jaguar against a defenseless player. They knocked linebacker Christian Cox out of the game. And
wow. Changing the game of football. You have to adapt. The athletes are too good. They're too big. They're too powerful. And you have to nod your head and say yes when you hear defenders go, well, I've been taught this all my life. Well, like they told the dinosaurs, adapt or die. As soon as you go into that slide, it's right where that ball is when you went for the slide. It's first down here.
4th and 2. And it looks like the Patriots are going to get it as Ryan Mallett, they have him at 6'7", 253 at one point. Tonight he's listed at 6'6", 240, but whatever it is, he's big.
They have shrinking machines in the back. They can make you look like anything they want. I mean, Danny Woodhead, they've been trying to stretch him out in the offseason, but
it's not working.
With the lockout, that was tough. So he's same size as last year.
What Randy said, Zoe, about the size and speed of the game, it's astounding. I mean, the defensive linemen now are super fast.
Everything's changing. Bill Belichick and his crew credit for learning to adapt and try and do something different defensively this year. It's going to be about situational coaching, the matchups you're creating one-on-one on the outside.
Exactly. You know, when Richard Seymour was here, what style defense did they run? 3-4, right?
Yeah,
and how many times did Richard Seymour make All-Pro at defensive tackle? Because people watched him on tape in that reduced role constantly and went, he's a tackle.
We had games here where the media criticized Seymour and callers to post-game shows because he didn't register tackles, he didn't register sacks. Bill Belichick takes the podium and he says, that's the best game Richard Seymour ever played because he took care of 3 guys and everybody else made the plays.
Yeah, I've heard Belichick say there was games where he tackle. He occupied everybody.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and another week of practice in the hopper. A lot of the veteran players that maybe haven't had as much practice are going to be on the field next Thursday night. Not everybody will get all these great opportunities, all the players that they got here tonight.
Well, some players that stood out tonight for the Patriots were the quarterbacks, Hoyer and Mallett. Hoyer was 15 of 21 for 171 yards and a touchdown. Mallett in his first play in the NFL, 12 of 19 for 164 yards and a touchdown. Taylor Price, 5 catches, 105 yards and a touchdown. Ridley, the rookie from LSU, 64 rushing, 47 receiving, 111 total.